What makes Spee-Dee the leader in the coffee market is really a couple things. One is speed. So because we're a direct drive auger filler, there's no backlash from a belt, which typically gives you a cleaner cutoff. So running frac pack coffee upwards of 160, 170 bags per minute. The other things include quick changeover. Coffee's really evolved. You've got not just caffeinated coffee and decaf coffee. Now you've got a lot of flavors to deal with as well. So changeover is really critical. And we've got simple means of making the machines easier to change over. The split hopper option is great for coffee companies because it's easy to get at the inside of the machine. We also have a hopper port window, again, just to make it easier to change over. And then the last thing is really with the sliding key tooling lock that we use that attaches the auger to the drive shaft. That in and of itself just makes it simpler to get the tooling out and be able to go from a free flow for whole bean to a non-free flow tooling for ground coffee. The solutions Spee-Dee provides for the coffee market include single access auger fillers that would typically be integrated with a vertical form fill seal or a pre-made pouch machine. We also do check weighers that would be integrated typically with baggers or rigid packaging lines. We also do volumetric cup fillers, which oftentimes are used for whole bean coffee if it's a dedicated line for whole bean. Spee-Dee does manufacture multi-axis augers. A couple different places those are used. One is the advent of twin tube baggers, where a lot of people are coming out with a twin bagger that is in the same footprint as a single tube and with twice the output. So Spee-Dee does make twin auger fillers on various center lines to be able to integrate with those twin baggers, especially for fraction pack coffee. It's a great solution to be able to run upwards of 250, 300 bags per minute out of a single bagger. The other area that we get involved with multi-axis machines is with K-cup production or single serve capsules. Those can be on a rotary turret where it's a 2 or 3 axis machine, or even going to an inline system that ends up being an 8-lane or even a dual indexing 8-lane, so you're filling 16 or 20 cups of coffee all at the same time. Those typically will run up to 700 or 800 cups per minute, and we make machines for that as well. The specifications that coffee companies are really after, one of them is with residual oxygen levels. So we do offer the means of connecting our hoppers to a nitrogen supply to reduce the residual oxygen level. We also, as far as specs go, weight control is incredibly important. So we offer a couple of different means of improving the weight control of the fillers. One is through an offline scale feedback, where an operator is taking packages off a line and putting them on a scale that automatically feeds those weights back to the filler to make corrections. The other one is the Spee-Dee line of Evolution check weighers, where we're doing 100% inspection of all the package weights and then feeding that information back to the filler to make corrections on the fly. The benefits the check weigher feedback applies to the customer is really the ability to compensate for density changes. Every dry product has a change or a trend in density, and if that's left unchecked, you're either putting out packages that are underweight or you're giving away expensive coffee and losing money. And so by being able to do that sort of inspection and that sort of feedback on the fly really helps the bottom line and also makes sure you're not putting packages out there that are underweight. Let's see, the challenges we're getting faced with from our customers in the coffee industry, I would say, include running finer grinds of coffee. If you're doing a standard ground coffee versus an espresso grind, let's say, that can be challenging because the finer grinds tend to want to drip into the seals of a vertical bagger. Being able to more smoothly ramp up and ramp down the auger tooling with the servo, and also being able to provide different means of providing back pressure to the bottom of the tooling, we can really dial it in and be able to run even those finer grinds at higher rates. So the trend towards more sustainable materials, we've been quite involved with that for quite some time now. The old days of shipping empty canisters or empty containers to a plant and then filling them and then shipping them out, those days are starting to dwindle. because of the carbon footprint it creates and also because of the warehousing space it creates. So more recently we've seen a trend towards forming paper-based packaging online upstream of the filler, and then we take that into our rotary filler, continuous motion machine, fill the packages, vibrate them to make sure we get all the product in, gas flush the containers, then they travel downstream to where they get closed and sealed. That's been a very interesting trend, and I think that's going to really continue in the future. I would say our coffee customers come back to Spee-Dee time and time again because of the personal relationship that we build with them. I think that's number one. We truly, we know literally each one of our customers. My brothers and I know each one of our customers, and they can literally reach out to me personally or to one of my brothers personally if there's any sorts of an issue. We've got a great service team, we've got a great installation team, but I think the comfort in them knowing that they've got a direct line to the ownership is really important, and it makes it much more personal and much more enjoyable, I think, as a business relationship.